Okay, welcome to this special edition of whatever the hell this is. Greetings, people. Today I will be sharing a couple of books that I've read the last few months, which I haven't had a chance to analyse briefly. So they are Equus the Play and also What Alice Forgot, one of Liane Moriarty's books. So let's dive right into What Alice Forgot. It's a bit windy here and it smells a bit like shit, and it's not me this time, it's like a sewage smell where I am at the beach, but you get used to it. I feel like I've done a review of this, have I? How weird. I feel like I've done a review, so I'm really questioning things at the moment. Sorry, I've just got my headlights on. Anyway, Alice has a gym accident. She slips and falls in some step-type aerobics class and knocks herself unconscious. It's a big deal. Everyone crowds around her. She doesn't seem to know who she is or what year it is. And then she finds that she basically got amnesia and has lost the last 10 years of her life, the construct of her life throughout that period of time. So she's reverted to a younger version of herself. And of course, because the world seems to get its claws into us and turns us into these shallow, vapid, power, money-hungry, corporate ladder-chasing pricks, the younger Alice, as she is after her accident, is sweet and lovely and caring and has a happy relationship with her partner, and they're about to have a child in this period 10 years ago. It's around the millennium, actually. Around the turn of the millennium, she thinks it is. And the Alice it's getting a little bit wet now. So it's like one of those windows on Play School. What's gonna be in this window? So the Alice of now, 2009, is a sort of pernicious, unhappy, stressed, frantic mum trying to, be that power mum and juggle everything, and perhaps in trying to do that, not establishing deeper relationships with her friends and family and partner as she should, because she's become enmeshed in her job, etc. So this complete flip side to Alice as she becomes is this really sweet unfolding of how she's going to get her memory back. So everyone treats her like she's the bitchy Alice kind of thing. But she's like, I don't act like that. I'm not that person. So it's a really interesting dynamic between the characters. So basically throughout the book, she's trying to piece together her identity over a period of days, weeks, etc. She knows she's Alice now, but she thinks it's like 10 years ago, so she's lost those 10 years of her life and she wants to piece together what are her relationships with her family and friends now. She also has children that she's never met. About halfway through the book, it's my favourite part, she gets to meet her children. Just that idea is such a good little narrative thread of meeting your children for the first time, when really you've actually known them for 10 years but you don't remember it. And of course her partner brings them over and they are looking at having shared custody, but she of course doesn't understand this because she remembers them being in a married relationship on the verge of having children and would never divorce her husband or want to have shared custody. And then she meets them for the first time. Just the way it unfolds is kind of, it's all very nuanced, and I didn't think it was cliche. It was sweet and funny and sad, because these people are not only seeing Alice as they know her from 2009, they're seeing Alice through this prism now of who she used to be, and maybe who they used to be when they were, 10 years ago. So there's this really interesting feel and dynamic of how people change and relationships change, and sometimes we lose, our way a little bit. It's very poignant and it's the best part in the book, and it happens about halfway through. So it's her trying to piece everything together and establish a life for herself after this accident and hopefully regain her memory. But will she want to return to the Alice of 2009, or will she want to stay the Alice of the past? I like the absurdity of Moriarty's writing, particularly with the giant bake-off of a giant lemon meringue pie. They use a cement mixer to help make it, and there's a big team making it. I don't remember if they use a pizza oven. I don't know how you get a giant pie to be baked, but just the absurdity and nuttiness of the middle-aged women wanting to control these events to get into Guinness Book of World Records for the most giant pie. It's just fun. I just like that sort of humour that she has in her writing with this satire. I don't know, maybe I have more in common with middle-aged women than I initially thought. I'm giving What Alice Forgot 4 Grisbys. I highly recommend it. Another great book of hers.